Believe it or not, the new year is almost here, and everybody is going to make those resolutions about things that they want to do better in the new year. And who doesn't think they could do a better job with their finances? I know I am putting my hand up big time on that. So we wanted to bring on an expert to talk about all the different ways to get your finances in order in 2023. And we are so excited to have Heather Whitley with us, a financial advisor from Edward Jones. Thanks so much for talking money with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited about it.
All right, you decided to help dumb it down for all of us and give us a good acronym, and the acronym is STEP. So let's just start with S. What is S for?
So S stands for set a budget. So I encourage putting pen to paper for this. So there's lots of great technology out there and ways to set a budget, but setting a budget and actually writing it down holds you accountable for what you're spending every month, and it's the way to find where you might be able to cut back on a few things that you're spending on.
All right, T is for take small steps. What does that mean?
So taking small steps will encourage us not to fall off track. So just like anything else, you know, when you get to the gym and you start your new year at the gym, if you go all in and you get maybe even a little too excited about it from the start, then we tend to fall off track pretty quickly. So if we take small steps, it's not quite as overwhelming, and we tend to stay on track to our longer term financial goals.
I love that. All right, E is one that I really need help with. It's eliminate debt. We always say, oh, we're gonna pay it off, and then it just seems to grow. If we are, you know, spending more every month than we are bringing in, how do we eliminate debt?
Right. So I think that also takes us back to setting the budget, because that's where we're really going to see where that spending is coming from, where we can cut back and start putting some of those funds that we can cut out towards eliminating debt.
As far as eliminating debt goes, there are so many different commercials out there that talk about debt consolidation. Are you for or against that?
Depending on the situation, I do like the idea of consolidating, especially high interest debt. And
Okay.
then usually the less that we can spend out, you know, whether that's eating or whether it's shopping, you know, just really taking inventory of where we're spending our money, that's important, and it'll help you in the long term.
All right, and finally, prepare for the unexpected, and I know what this is, but go ahead and explain it.
Yes, so preparing for the unexpected is one of the best things you can do. Having a savings account, or I really like to call it an emergency fund, because that's really what it is. So making sure that you've got 3 to 6 months of living expenses set aside is ideal. And that way you also don't have to take from other resources like your retirement account that you've set aside and you worked hard for to have that money if you need it for something else. Another part of preparing for the unexpected is also making sure you have beneficiaries on every single financial account that you have.
Okay.
Also making sure that your wills and your powers of attorney are up to date so that your loved ones can take care of your finances if necessary.
All right, my last question for you is, I hear from so many News 19 viewers, I don't have the money to save. I don't make enough to save. What is your advice to those people watching?
Right. So I would say start with the budget. Starting with the budget and knowing where your money is going is very important. I think there are some additional ways that you can save money by putting that into maybe a high yield savings account, something that's earning you a little bit more than a typical savings account, and setting that up to do it automatically even each month.
So you're not thinking about it.
Right,
Yeah.
and starting small. I think the problem with saving is a lot of people come at it and they think they need to spend hundreds of dollars every month, or save rather hundreds of dollars every month. But if you start small and work your way up, that's going to be the best way to get used to saving.
Great advice. Thank you so much. I'm going to get on this plan too. Heather, we appreciate your time. Heather Whitley with Edward Jones. Let's all get our finances right in 2023.